Yo, what is good, everybody, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the latest release from Nike and Sachs, and that is none other than the general purpose shoe in field brown. This latest rendition of the general purpose shoe did release on February 7th of 2023 at a retail price of $110. I was fortunate enough to hit on a pair for retail, which after shipping came out to be about 130 bucks. There were quite a few releases regarding the shoe. If I'm not mistaken, there are a few websites that currently have the shoe in stock in various sizes for retail. But probably the most interesting release detail about this shoe is the fact that they released in stores like Kohl's. If you guys caught my prior videos around the two prior colorways to these shoes, then you guys know this was a common practice, as the general purpose shoe really is meant to be for somebody who really intends on wearing their shoe. Not to repeat myself, but the vision for the sneaker was and continues to be to have a shoe that is actually worn rather than coveted, which I feel like has been a common theme, especially right now in the sneakerhead and streetwear community. But from what it looks like, there are going to be a few other colorways coming in this sneaker. And as of right now, the shoe is pretty readily available, with inventory looking to have led resale to be pretty low. I think at this very moment, resale is about $130. So if you are a reseller, you might make a little bit of lunch money on top, but it's definitely nothing to write home about. As with the majority of Nike sneakers, I do recommend taking your true to size with the shoes. A little side note about sizing, something to consider if you're looking to purchase these on the resale market. They are sized for women's sizing. For me personally, I wear anywhere from an 8.5 to 9 men in US sizing. I did take a size 10 women, which is a size and a half above my standard US men's size. With that being said, you essentially get the same details when it comes to construction around this shoe. The outsole is a super dense rubber. You've got these plugs here at the bottom, almost emulating like a rugged tire look. While I do find the sneakers to be pretty comfortable overall, one thing that is kind of a nuisance a little bit is the fact that due to the fact that the plugs are a little bit on the taller side, I've turned my ankle a couple times in these shoes, and that might just be me, but I thought that was something worth mentioning. The midsole is comprised of that same dense rubber, so this shoe is not really going to give you any energy return. Think Ultra Boost. These are like the antithesis of those. And then finally, for the upper, you have suede leather and mesh panels with heat transfer details throughout, mainly for the mud guard or reinforcement to the mesh so it doesn't tear, and then for the main Nike logo. The shoe is essentially different hues of brown all the way throughout, so it doesn't really draw attention to itself necessarily, outside of the fact that it does have the tongue tab that does add a little bit of contrast, but it's super subtle. And yeah, that essentially sums up this sneaker. Now, it's been no secret that I've been a huge fan of all of the renditions of the general purpose shoe, even some of the ones that have yet to release. But in my humble opinion, for this pair here, if you're asking if you should purchase a pair for yourself personally, I can comfortably say go ahead and skip on this release, just because there's so many great sneaker options out there. The sneaker market is currently, I don't want to call it dead, but it's not at its best state, which is great news for us sneaker wearers. And so in light of that fact, I might go ahead and look elsewhere. If you're looking at a sneaker that kind of covers these hues and colors, I'll take a look at the New Balance Beef and Broccolis. I find those to be a little bit more appealing, at least from a visual standpoint. But as far as the GPS goes in general, you guys know I did call it my sneaker of the year last year, as both my sulfur pair as well as that white pair are a couple shoes that I wear constantly. I have yet to decide if I'm going to hold on to this pair or not. It's just I've kind of been accumulating a lot of shoes as of late. If you guys have been watching the channel, I've been getting a lot of shoes, so I'm still kind of on the fence. If you guys are in the market for a size 8.5, feel free to hit my line. But that is going to do it for today's video. Hope y'all did enjoy. Just a quick review around the general purpose shoe in field brown. I'd love to hear what you guys think about these sneakers in the comment section down below. Are you planning to pick a pair up for yourself, or is it an easy skip? As always, thank you so much for the continued support. If you do enjoy these sneaker unboxings, reviews, and the fact that I literally got these shoes an hour ago, and I'm turning them around and doing a review. Please communicate that to me by liking today's video and subscribing to my channel with notifications on. As you guys know, we're about to hit 100K, which is just insane to me. Guys, I can't thank you enough for the continued support. And I remain humbled at the fact that you guys come back to the channel. And so with all that being said, I will catch you in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.